You know, we're coming to the winter season, and a lot of times when people think about the holidays, they think about sitting by the fireside with their families and just enjoying themselves and enjoying the warmth of the fire. But sometimes it's not what we can see that is harmful to us. It's those small particles, especially when the wood is not burned properly. What happens is that there are the very tiny particles that can enter our lungs and go deep in our lungs. And in fact, some of them are so small that they can even go into our blood system. And it's really important for people, especially the very young and the old, and also those that have heart disease or lung diseases. Because what happens is when those small particles go into the system, they irritate the system. For example, if they're in the airways, they irritate the airways. And if a person has asthma, then it might trigger an attack. It can also cause difficulty in breathing. And then for those with heart disease, it can cause them to have a heart attack. Some of the particles that you find in wood burning in a fireside are actually the same kind of particles that you can find in a wildfire smoke. The difference is that with the wildfire, you can see the black smoke, so people know it's bad. But if it's in the fireside, oftentimes because you can't see the smoke, you think that it's okay. But it's really those very tiny particles that we can't see that can go into our bodies and cause symptoms. There are definitely costs associated with people falling sick. It's not only the charges that you may get from a hospital or ER visit, but it's also if you have to stay home with a sick person, or if you're the person who's sick, then either you're missing school, you're missing work, and so it does have a huge impact on the economy if people are not well. One thing also to point out is that even though many times we focus on the very young, very old, and those with heart conditions, that even people who are otherwise healthy could also have health impacts due to those particles. Because what happens is when they go into a person's airways, they can still cause irritation and a person can have difficulty breathing. They can also go into the blood, and there's research that shows that it can actually trigger a heart attack. So it's very important for all of us that we're aware of the recommendations, that we look at the forecast, and that on the no-burn days that we do not have wood burning in our homes. The reason that we are told to not burn on certain days is because we have detectors that show that the air is not very healthy, and so it's important for us not to add to the unhealthy particles in the air by burning more wood.